Hello friends, welcome to Scholarate. So in our last lecture we have discussed the basic concepts of trigonometry, and today we will do some problems in order to know how to use those formulas, those values and those identities to evaluate the problems. So in our first problem you can see over here we are given a right angle triangle and B is the right angular point, and we have given two sides AB equals to 24 centimeter and BC equals to 7 centimeter. So we have to find these trigonometric ratios. So first let us draw the diagram. I always prefer to draw diagrams in this case because it will easily help you out to perform the calculations. So you can see over here I have made this angle as B because it's already mentioned in the question that B is the right angular point. Okay, so we have to find the other sides. Okay, so AB here is 24 centimeter. I'm just writing 24 over here, and BC is given as 7. Okay, but we are not given the value of AC, so we will just apply Pythagoras theorem in this right angle triangle. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, what we'll get, we know that hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, sorry about my handwriting because I am using my mouse only, so it's very difficult to do such type of calculations, but don't worry, you will easily get the fully worked out of all the sums we will do today in our website, and the link is provided in the description box. Now perpendicular square, so we can take any one of them, either 24 or 7. So perpendicular square, I am taking just 24 now, and 7 square here, and if you calculate this it will be 576 and this will be 49. So the summation will be 625. So that is what, that is the h square, but we need the value of h, so we'll square root both sides, so we will get what, plus minus 25. But since length can't be negative, the length of a triangle can't be negative, so h will be equals to 25. I will prefer all of you to write the answers in this way. Don't write directly 25, okay, because that's the rule of the quadratic equation. We have two roots, that is plus 25 and minus 25, so we have to write the reasons. All such reasons have been in my PDF that is provided in the description box. So here AC is basically 25. Okay, so we have got all the three sides. Now I am erasing this portion to evaluate further. So now easily we can find the rest of them. With respect to angle A, you can see over here angle A, the adjacent side, that is this one, will be our base, and opposite side will be our perpendicular. And I have already mentioned the greatest side will be hypotenuse, so it's 24, 7 and 25. So greatest one is here 25. The perpendicular, base, hypotenuse we all got with respect to angle A. Now let us find the trigonometry ratios that are with respect to angle A. So sine A equals to, what's the value of sine A? It's perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what's the value of perpendicular here? It's 7 and hypotenuse 25. So 7 by 25 is our first answer. Next, cos A. So what's the formula for cos A? It's base by hypotenuse. So we will write here base by hypotenuse. So what's the value of base over here? You can see 24 is our base with respect to angle A. So it will be 24 by hypotenuse is always 25. So 24 by 25. And next, with respect to angle A, we have cosec A. So we can find cosec A in two ways. One, by using the conventional method, that is by writing the formula. Its formula will be hypotenuse by perpendicular. But we all know that cosec A is basically the reciprocal of sine A. So we will use this formula because we have already got the value of sine, and that's 7 by 25. You can see over here. So its reciprocal will be what? 25 by 7. So that is our answer. So you can see over here I have found all the trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A. Now we have to draw another diagram in order to evaluate the remaining trigonometric ratios. So let us draw the same right angle triangle over here. So this will be again A. This will always be B because it's already mentioned over here, and it's C. C. So now this is again the same side. Okay, the sides, the value remains same. Okay, don't think that the value will change. It's still 25 and the BC is still 7. But we have to find with respect to angle C, that is this one. So its adjacent side, that is BC, will be our base, and opposite one, that is will be our perpendicular, and the greatest one will always be hypotenuse. So now tan C. Okay, so we have to find the value of tan C. So what's the formula for tan? It's perpendicular by base. So perpendicular value for this figure is 24 and base is 7. So 24 by 7, that is our answer. Next, sec C. For sec C, what will be the value or what will be the formula? We know that for sec it's hypotenuse by base. So what's the value of hypotenuse here? It's 25 and base is what? It's 7. Last one, that is cot C. We can find the value of cot using the conventional method, that is base by perpendicular, but we all know that cot and tan are basically reciprocal to each other. So we will use this formula because we have already find the value of tan, and that is 24 by 7. So its reciprocal will be 7 by 24. So that is our answer. Let's move to the second problem over here. Okay, you can see that sine A is given as 3 by 5. We have to find the value of cos A and tan A. Okay, so sine A. What is sine A? It's perpendicular by hypotenuse, and its value is given as in the ratio of 3 by 5. Okay, let's assume this value as a constant K, where K is basically what? K is basically a non-zero constant over here. Okay, don't worry about the writing part. It's all provided in the description box. You just go to our website and you will easily find all the PDF of today's numericals. Now we are going to arrange this in like this way. So perpendicular by 3, and we will move the hypotenuse to here 5, and it will be equals to what? K. Now comparing P by 3 with K, we will get the value of P as what? Its value will be 3K. And by comparing with H by 5 with the value of K, its value will be 5K. So we have got the value of perpendicular and hypotenuse with respect to K. So basically don't worry that what will be the value of k at the end. We should not be worried about the value of k because ultimately it's a ratio, so k doesn't play any significant role over here, so its value is not needed to be determined. Now perpendicular and hypotenuse we have got, we have to find the base. So we all know that perpendicular square plus base square equals to what? It's hypotenuse square. So what will be the value of base square? It's hypotenuse square, and hypotenuse value is 20, it's 5k. So what's the value of 5k square? It's 25k square. Okay, I'm just writing the values over here. Minus perpendicular square will shift to this side and will become minus p square. So what's the value of p? It's 3k. So what will the squaring part? It's 9k square. Okay, so evaluating we will get the value of b square, that is 16k square. But we don't need the value of b square, we need the value of only b. So it will be what? It will be plus minus 4k. But since length can't be negative, so we'll only take the positive value. Alright, we'll only need the positive value. So we have got perpendicular base and hypotenuse, and now base is equals to 4k. Okay, so now the major portion of our sum is completed. Now we just have to find the value of cos a and tan a. So I'm erasing these portions over here and just writing the values of perpendicular. Perpendicular is basically 3k, base is 4k, and hypotenuse is 5k. So I just need those values and I'm erasing this portion over here to continue the further evaluations. What is the value of cos a? So formula for cos a is base by hypotenuse. So what's the value of base over here? It's 4k and hypotenuse is 5k. So k and k will cancel. So you can see over here we don't need to worry about the value of k. K is just a non-zero constant that will easily cancel out. We don't need to know the exact value for it. And similarly we can find tan a is basically equals to perpendicular by base. So what's the value of perpendicular? It's 3k and base is 4k. So its value will be 3 by 5, and that is our answer, this one and this one. So it was a very easy sum, and now let us move to the next sum. So here we have got cot a equals to 7 by 8, and we have to evaluate not a single value but an entire expression. Okay, so there are only two main terms in this expression, sin a and cos a. So first we have to evaluate something from cot a, and then we can find out the value for sin a and cos a. So I'm just writing over here. You know that cot a or cot is equals to basically base by perpendicular, and the value is already given 7 by 8. Okay, it's just like the previous one, so we will assume this as k, and we all know that k is what? K is basically a non-zero constant. Okay, so I'm again saying that don't worry about the writing part, you will easily get in our website. The link is provided in the description box. So I am arranging this as like this, just like the previous sum. Now by comparing this b by 7 with k, we will easily say that b equals to 7k, and by comparing p by 8 with k, we will write p equals to 8k. So one term is missing now, that is our hypotenuse. So we will again apply Pythagoras theorem. You can see over here, Pythagoras theorem, 8 square equals to p square plus b square. Okay, so what is the value of p? P is here 8k and its square will be 64k square. And what's the value of 7 b, that is 7k, its square will be 49k square. So their summation will be 113k square. So that's the value of basically h square. So we need to square root both the sides to get the value of only h. But since 113 is not a perfect square number, so we will write it as root over 113 only. So root over of 113 and also plus minus before that. And since this we are having the k square term, so we will only write it as k. So this step is basically square rooting both sides. We again know that length or any side of a triangle cannot be negative, so we will only take the positive part, that is root over 113 k. K is outside the root over. Okay, just I'm writing the values over here so that I can later on get the values after erasing this portion. So I have got these values and we need only these values to continue our further evaluations, and I am erasing this portion to continue my further calculation part. Okay, so now we have to individually find the value of sin a and cos a first to find the entire value of this expression. So sin a, we know the formula, it's perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what's the value of perpendicular? It's 8k. And sorry, it's the perpendicular value 8k, and hypotenuse square is root over 113 and k is outside root over. So k and k got cancelled, so we will only get the value 8 by root over 113. Similarly, cos a, what is the value for or formula for cos a? It's base by hypotenuse. So base is what here? 7k. And hypotenuse is here 103, root over 103, and k is outside root over. So cos will be 7 by root over 113. So we just got the values of sin a and cos a. Okay, now we have to find the entire value of this expression right over here. So let's copy the expression here. I have already copied. Okay, so now let us move on to the next part. At first you can see over here 1 minus sin a multiplied by 1 plus sin a, and same goes for the denominator part also. So you can see over here we are getting one formula from algebra we have studied in class 8 and 9 standard, that is a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So 1 square will be 1, okay, and sin square value I will write sin square. Same goes for the denominator part. 1 square will be 1 and it will be what? It will be cos square a. Okay, so sin square a and cos square a. Now just manually put the values, 8 by root over 113 and 7 by root over 113, but squaring them. So 8 by root over 113, what will be the squaring part? In here the numerator will be 64, and since root over 113 square, then it will be only 113. So we will write 64 divided by only 113, and denominator part also it's 7 by root over 113. Squaring its numerator will get 49 and denominator it's only 113. So 49 by 113. So I'm just writing over here because I'm not having enough space below. So just subtracting the numerator part as well as the denominator part. So you can see over here, that is I'm getting right now. So that's the numerator part entire, and that's the denominator part. You can see in both the numerator and denominator we are having 113, so it will get cancel out. So what are we getting now? 113 minus 64, it will be 49, and 113 minus 49 we will get 64. So that is our answer. Okay, so we are ending our video here. So today we have discussed all the formulas with the basic concepts of trigonometric ratios. In the next class we will do further numerical problems, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel, and stay tuned for more mathematical topics, and we will also uploading some new topics on other subjects as well. So thank you so much and stay tuned.